I'd do it all for these amazing little humans. Being a parent can be hard. The thought of being responsible for a little life can be overwhelming. In my opinion, there's no bigger responsibility in life, but the rewards are indescribable. The unconditional love they give us is beyond anything else in this world. They don't judge us for the way we look, the things we wear, or what we've done in our past. They don't see us the way the outside world sees us. And in a judgmental world, that is a blessing. Their love is pure. There is a sense of purpose we as parents feel that cannot be matched by anything else. The emotion we feel when we see the joy in their little faces when they discover something new. It's like everything they touch is activating a new sense. Everything they see is exploring a new world. Their world is full of possibilities, and that's something we lose as adults. I'm not sure when it happens, but somewhere along the way to adulthood, we forget that we can create anything we want. If we can imagine it, we can create it. Somewhere at some point in our lives, we stop believing we can do anything, and we replace it with limited beliefs and dreams of things we think are impossible. But for dreams to be real, we must first wake up. I think the problem with the world today is everything's so rushed, and because of that, we lose our sense of wonder in the things around us. Most families have both parents working full-time just to make ends meet. And the rush of day-to-day life can be so draining and exhausting, and there never seems to be enough hours in the day. Because at the end of the day, once the kids are asleep, we realise we never actually spent any quality time with them. We don't know how their day was, what they learned, what they discovered, and this repeats itself every day. Before too long we realise we have missed out on the very thing we have children for, to be a part of their lives and to pass on to them the life lessons that we have learned in our life. But for the first time in the history of humanity, there is an equal opportunity, the possibility to build something outside the traditional ways of making a living, outside the jobs that steal us away from our families, outside the traditional ways that we have all been programmed from a young age to think is the only way to make a living. And maybe it is the only way to make a living. But we decided not too long ago that we were over just making a living. We wanted to live. We wanted to experience life with our kids. We wanted to teach them and learn with them. Because there's something wrong with this world if we are supposed to spend so much time away from them just in order to make a living and get by. Because that's how most of us live, right? We just get by, living paycheck to paycheck. But there is a whole new world out there. Whether we want to admit it or not, our entire lives have moved over to the online and digital world. In the last 20 years, technology has inserted itself into all areas of our life. We can watch any movie ever made with the press of a button, have food brought to our door without even moving from our lounge, connect with friends and family all over the world without even stepping outside our door. Technology is making our lives easier and more efficient in so many ways. But technology is also replacing people in the workplace, and that so-called job security that everyone relies on will soon be gone. Online business will eventually replace industry as we know it. It's only a matter of time. The online space has created a new world that is unmatched by anything else in the history of humanity. A world that gives the blue-collar worker who knows nothing about the online world no less advantage than their neighbour living in a $1 million mansion. Because this world doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care where you come from, what school you went to, what education you have. All it asks is that you believe in it. Believe in yourself and be committed. Believe that there is another way, a better way. Because the possibilities this world has created is limited only by our imagination. We are at the forefront of a world shift in the way we do business. We have the chance to be leaders and pioneers. Because at some point, the rest of the world will have to catch up. They won't have a choice. And once everyone catches on to this, it will be lost. Because all industry will have to move into the online world if they want to survive. So right now, we have a choice. We can be one of the few that take advantage of this while it is here. Or we can be one of the many, which in years to come will talk about the chance they had to create something life-changing, but they were too scared to try. So just like when we were kids, let's believe again that we can do anything we want.